Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to Can We Talk for a Minute with Lynette. I am so glad to be back with you today. I want to first say thank you for the overwhelming response that I got from the first video. Your comments were excellent. They were well taken. And many of you asked me when the next one is. Just to let you know that we're going to be dropping them every 2 weeks for right now. And then we're going to see how that goes and how well you respond to it. And then we're going to try to do it every week. I also want to take this time to say thank you to each and every one of you that did a shout out for my birthday, all the texts, all the cards, all the gifts, the monetary blessings. I was so overwhelmed. I had the most amazing weekend for my birthday. Our church, our pastor, Lady Kelker, and Pastor Paul Kelker, the blessing the church did. I just tell you, I am overwhelmed by your love and your kindness. And because of your kindness, I am like just a few weeks away from picking out that home that I'm looking for. And so I want to thank you again. Last week we talked about, or the last time I was with you, we talked about peace, the shalom of God. Today I want to talk to you about something that's really big with me. I was debating, do I talk about integrity or do I talk about being consistent? And so I'm going to start with being consistent, and hopefully integrity will be our next one unless the Lord say differently. I want to talk about being consistent, and I want to talk mostly to husbands, and I want to talk to business owners. And being consistent is something that I have seen has been a lack in the church community, in people in business, and husbands, fathers. And so I'm going to try to hit this all within the 15 minutes that we normally do this. The Bible says, I want to talk to those of you who are in business. The Bible says, according to Proverbs, the 8th chapter and the 12th verse, it says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. God gives us witty invention. God gives us business ideals. God gives us ways to bring in income to our family, and not just income. I'm also talking about ministry. God has given some of us ministries, prayer lines, Bible studies, counseling services, business ownership, how to fix people's credit, mentorship. God has given that to us as a way for us to give back to His people, and also a way to finance our families. But what I find is that we do a lot of talking. We talk big about what I'm going to do. This is what God gave me to do. This is how I'm supposed to do it. And we're not consistent. One minute we're posting on Facebook that we're opening up this business. We're looking for clientele. We're looking for people to sign up. And then in 2 or 3 months, the business is gone. The ministry's gone. And we're not consistent. And so we do what we call, and please, I'm not talking about anybody personally. I just want to bring you some wisdom. And then we do what we call relaunches. We relaunch, we relaunch, we relaunch, we relaunch. But what happens is that we lose the very customers that are going to be the ones that will push us and catapult us into our next phase of business. You know why? Because serious customers, serious people are looking for those who are consistent. We look at how much money we can make. And so if we're not making that amount of money, or how many people we can reach, if we don't do that in a certain amount of time, we get discouraged and we get slowful and we get anxious. And so we let things go. But we lose those people who are able to help us get and be successful in our business and in our ministries, because we are anxious, because we are not satisfied with the numbers or the amount of sales. Let me give you an example. The Lord blessed me about 9 years ago. A friend of mine, we were doing a Bible study for a year together. We were studying the entire Bible. At the end of the year, she said to me, can we do it again? And I thought, oh my God, is she serious? I'm getting up early. We're on the line for an hour reading the Bible, and I really want to sleep in now. She said, but can we do it again, my friend Cassandra? And I said, absolutely. And so we started the Bible study again, but this time I said, well, let's invite people and let's bring people on. And she said, okay. And that's what we did. And we ended up with like 50 people on a Bible study line early in the morning for almost 2 hours sometime. And it was wonderful when people were coming on, but people started to drop off. People were coming on from time to time. However, one thing I can say about Cassandra and I, we were consistent. I never missed one Bible study line. And we did this 5 days a week, every single day from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. I never, even when I was sick, I was still on the line. When I couldn't talk, I was still on the line. When I went out of town and was in hotels, I was still on the line. I was consistent, and people knew that when they dialed that number, that's where I was going to be. It wasn't about the number. It wasn't about how many people was coming on. It wasn't about who was coming on. It was the fact that God had given this to us to do, and we were going to be faithful and consistent to it. And because of that, God blessed us. It went from a Bible study line to 3 years of a Bible study conference, which was successful. And until the Lord told me to close it down after 7 years, that's what we were. We were consistent. For you that are business owners, for you that God has given you a ministry, don't look at how much money I can make. Don't look at how the sales are going. Don't look at whether people are supporting you or whether people love. Be consistent. People will honor you and support you if they know that you are consistent. Don't look at the fact that, well, I'm only selling a few t-shirts or only people are coming on and signing up. Be consistent. God will bless you in your consistency. God will bless you. Husbands, I need to tell you, same thing with you. Keep your word. Be consistent. If you bought her flowers when you were dating her, buy her flowers now that you're married. If you tell her that you're going to take her to the moon, take her to the moon. Be consistent. Be consistent with your children. When you discipline, be consistent. When you tell them you're going to do something, be consistent with your word. People will honor you and they will respect you for consistency. The Bible tells us in Romans, it tells us in Romans, the 12th chapter and the 11th verse, it says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. The Lord honors a man when he keeps his word to his family. The Lord honors a man when he keeps his word to his children. The Lord honors a man when he keeps his word to his wife. If you promised her the moon again, give her the moon. If you don't get the moon, shoot for the stars. Be consistent. So I want to encourage you, be consistent today. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the people. Don't look at how small you think it is or how large it is. Be consistent and you will become successful. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, of course, is my recalls. And as you know, for the last 2 weeks, oh my gosh, I have posted, I guess, about 5 different recalls, from halibut to all kind of stuff. But I just want to remind you of the recall of the Toyota, who has recalled about 5.84 million cars that was built between July and September 2017 because of the fuel pump issue. And also Volkswagen is the Jetta. And the Jetta has been recalled for the years 2016 through 2018 because of a fuel leak. Now, you can go on both of their websites to see if your car, if you own a Toyota or a Jetta, Volkswagen Jetta, is part of that recall. And even if it's not part of that recall, if you have a Ford, if you have a Buick, you can always go on their websites and look to see if your car has a recall, from airbags to fuel pumps, to tire mountings, whatever. You can go on there and see. Protect yourself, protect your family, be aware, be alert, and remember, I am the recall queen, and I will let you know what's going on. God bless you. Thank you for Can We Talk for a Minute. I look forward to seeing you very soon on our next clip. Blessings to you. Have a marvelous day.